The year is amazing right now. I mean, last year was a lot of things. We, did a lot of tour. We released a lot of music with our favorite artists. So we had a lot of downtime, kind of recalibrating, planning ahead what we're gonna do in the next coming months, and also cooking up a lot of new music for you guys.
We have been making a lot of music, like what Johan just said. We have been working out a lot, pretty much like 2 hours to 3 hours every day. Actually, before I went to university, when I was still in high school, when we were still in high school, our mom actually got offered a deal from Universal, and they wanted to train us into a boy band. And then after a while of negotiation, my mom's like, no, you guys got to go to college. You guys got education first. So I basically went to college and I discovered electronic dance music, which is EDM. And I went to my first music festival. I fell in love with it. I was like, wow, people can just DJ on the stage like that. And I thought, wow, maybe I can do it too. So I bought my first DJ controller and quickly realized that it wasn't what I imagined to be, because it's pretty much just changing songs and like doing some effects on the decks. So after that, we started music production. And then I asked him one day, hey, bro, do you want to make some music like Avicii? And then he's like, yeah, let's do it. He downloaded a music production software called FL Studio, and then we just started from there. And from then on, it was history.
Yeah, honestly, like we've always knew that our life is gonna be entangled with music some way or some form. We just didn't know it's gonna be music production and then starting from electronic music. And then because Bernie had the spark at the festival, and that's where it all began.
The word BEAUZ, so our name BEAUZ, because I thought B-A-U-X was pronounced BEAUZ. And then people are like, you're Beau? And I'm like, no, I'm BEAUZ. They're like, no, you're Beau. So we're like, oh, let's just be BEAUZ. BEAUZ sounds better.
Yeah, so we kind of just invented this word from a French origin. Usually, our signature BEAUZ sound is to make radio-friendly, super catchy melodic songs. But this EP is something different. It's just entirely different. It's our statement to the world that we are actually DJs who can also pump a party up to the next level. We can make the vibe go wild, and then we can throw the best parties out there. So that's a statement to the world from us.
I was inspired by a lot of like new sounds that I was hearing. So I used some of these inspirations, and then I created something that I thought was fun, catchy, still represents BEAUZ, but gets people moving. So I basically wanted to make a song that people can really vibe to at a rave or at a club. And then that's why we came up with the name Rave Game, and we wrote it basically according to our imagination of how people would dance at a rave. The point of Rave Game EP is to basically give people a surprise. And then I want them to know that BEAUZ can also make cool, fun dance tracks. And I think we have achieved that with this EP.
I think growth is always something someone has to embrace if they want to survive, if they want to get to the next level. And I think evolving is something that we always embrace. Like we always want to change for the better. And there are a lot of challenges and difficulties thrown at us in our career. And if we don't evolve, if we don't embrace the changes, then we will not be here today.
Basically, the biggest difference between us when we first started and us right now is that we're willing to step outside of our comfort zone and do things that we never imagined that we would do in the beginning. For example, joining a TV show, making pop music, stuff like that.
I think the biggest thing yet is definitely getting to number 55 on the top 100 DJs ranking by DJ Mag.
So that's our number one priority, hopefully 1 billion streams on Spotify for that one song. Besides that, as I mentioned before, we want to keep climbing up the ranks of DJ Mag, top 100. Each year, the better. And then
we want to be a good example for all the Asian artists out there that no matter where you're from, what you're doing, as long as you believe in your music, as you keep working on it, you can get onto the world stage and be one of the greatest out there. And we still have a long way to go, but that's one of our biggest goals. Like we want to be up there with all the people who have inspired us so that we can inspire for people many years to come.
Hey, yo, what's up guys? This is BEAUZ.
I'm Johan.
I'm Bernie.
And you're watching The Man TV.